Welcome to day 6 of our 28-day yoga challenge. Remember to complete the class, like the video, comment below that you've completed the class, and make sure you've subscribed. Every class you complete is 1 entry or 2 for Dash Yoga members. Now go enjoy some free yoga. Hey everybody, welcome back. Day 6 of our challenge. If you don't know me, my name is Ashleigh and I'm going to be guiding you through your practice today. Today we're going to do more of a stretch practice through Yin. So let's begin in a comfortable seated position. I have a few props here. So I have a few blocks and then I have sort of a squishy, smaller bolster. You can do Yin with props or without props. It's going to be totally up to you. It's really nice because Yin is a longer hold to have the props to support your body so you can really be still and soft in these positions to get the depth of that stretch. So again, I have a few props. You can add as many or as little as you want. It's ultimately going to be up to you. We traditionally hold poses usually anywhere between like 2 up to 10 minutes sometimes. But because today is a shorter class, we're going to kind of stick to that 3-minute mark so we can do a little bit of everything. So let's start in seated meditation. Palms up or down, closing the eyes, relaxing through the shoulders, and just tuning into your own breath. Honoring everything you've already done today and what you've experienced. And just kind of knowing that you're going to be taking a little pause, some time out of the day to stretch, to be still, and to be really present with yourself. Maybe keeping an intention for the collective, for all of us, to bring in this idea of stillness through body and mind. And if you haven't done this practice before, it is something that it might take a little time to ease into. I find a lot of people kind of near the middle or the end of the practice just kind of start to get into the vibe of melting or honoring, not resisting the stillness anymore. So let's bring the hands over the heart center, our heart chakra, gazing down and just breathing a few deep, loving breaths into our hearts, giving ourselves permission to be a little bit more still and quiet, knowing that it's okay if we cocoon inwards. We're retreating in to all of the magic that exists inside each and every one of us. Beautiful. Relax the hands. Eyes are going to come open. We're going to start in a butterfly position. So soles of the feet to touch, knees open. Now, you can bring your heels in as close to your body or as far away from your body as you want. If I had a blanket, I would take a blanket usually underneath my ankle bones, just so that way they're not digging into the ground. I don't have that today, so I'm just gonna add, just again, this nice little cushion, and then starting to fold forwards. I could take the hands under the ankles or legs, letting my upper body be soft. I could use a couple props, blankets, blocks, to let my forehead just release on. So again, you get to kind of pick and choose what feels the most organic for you to sit and hold. You might notice with the forward fold, your body does start to move a little bit. The longer you're in, the more you might soften towards the earth or your legs. So we always let those little bits of movement come in, but then we drop back into stillness. Again, stillness in the physical body. Resisting the urge to itch, move, fidget, wiggle. And then trying to find that stillness as well within your mind's eye. Maybe even visualizing this or feeling like it's more even a meditative practice. Stepping back to observe your thoughts. And lastly, we always want to keep a beautiful connection to the breath. And the breath isn't still. The breath is like a fluid river running through you from head to toe. Knowing that it might stop at a few bits that need more energy, more space, more awareness. So allow your breath to truly be your guide today. If you feel any pain through any pose, always come out. If you just kind of feel resistance or you feel challenged, I really ask you to stay where you are, to be in the lesson, to see what you can start to learn about yourself. And just starting to come up nice and slow. So if you do have those props, as you come up, just kind of move them out of the way. You can shake out the legs, moving them side to side, or even doing a gentle windshield wiper wash. Next, you're going to be moving into a wide straddle split. So again, if you need to move things out of the way, give yourself that room, flex the toes. And you're going to come forwards onto your palms to your forearms, or again, utilizing blocks or props. So sometimes it's nice to anchor down the third eye, so that way the neck isn't just dangly, and you also get that nice grounding sensation. You might be more upright and you can just close your eyes and sit here as you start to hinge forwards at the waist. Don't put any pressure on yourself. Wherever you land, wherever you go, just really trust that that's where you're meant to be today. And as you come into your next posture, again, you find that stillness in the body as well as the mind. You're always going to be reminding yourself of that when you jump into a new pose. Being aware of what you feel and where you have sensation. Maybe allowing the sensation to be more neutral, so it's neither good nor bad, it just is. And you're going to slowly start to come back up. You can move the props out of the way, draw the legs in, shake it out, really let that go. And then bringing the legs behind you, tuck the toes under. We're going right into our toe stand. If this one feels like a lot, you could sit on something or even bring a blanket under the backs of the knees, or you can always untuck your toes. But basically, you're just going to tuck your toes under, sit your bum back on your heels, let your hands rest on your knees or thighs, closing the eyes. And I either like the gaze down or, again, the eyes closed. Just tuning into yourself. We're not in this one as long, so just kind of being open again to sensation. Not labeling anything. Beautiful. Hands to the mat, untuck the toes, kick the tops of the feet into the ground. Really let that go. I know that one can be a lot. Wonderful. Next, either child's pose. You can do knees wide, big toes touching, arms forwards. Another little variation could be elbows to the ground, palms touch, and then thinking about the thumbs, just kind of softening in between the shoulder blades. You can do a closed-legged one. This is where the knees are touching and extending the arms back. If anything's going on in the shoulders, this one can be a little bit sweet for that. Or your puppy dog stretch. So let's say you were in your tabletop. You can walk the hands forwards, dropping chin and chest down. If I was to hold this one for a long time, I would probably take a nice blanket or a bolster underneath the arms so you do get that little extra cushioning and support. Once you get in, finding that sweet spot where you can just be. Feel your stillness. Take each breath in and out. Gently start to walk yourself in, maybe coming up to tabletop, doing a few rounds of cat and cow, or even just intuitively, just letting your torso, your waist, your head and neck just kind of move around a little bit. And then you're going to make your way onto your back, setting up for thread the needle of the leg. So as you come down onto the ground, bend your knees so the soles of the feet start on the mat. Take the right ankle over the left thigh. So great modification for this could be using the right hand just to press the right thigh away. Keep your right foot flexed. This is great. If that feels okay, lift the left leg up and you can interlace the hands under the left hamstring, drawing the leg in and using the right elbow to press the right thigh out. Left foot is still flexed as well. If you want to go a little more, you can interlace your hands around the left shin. Head, shoulders, and low back are the areas you want to try to manage to, again, soften towards the ground, utilizing the right elbow to press the right thigh away. Try to close your eyes, relax your face as well as your jawline. And we're going to let the feet come back down to the earth. Do a gentle windshield wiper back and forth. Let that side go. And then left ankle across right thigh. Same variations. Left hand can press the left thigh away. Notice how that feels. Maybe elevate the right leg, interlace under the hamstring or around the shin. Taking a few breaths, melting your back body to the earth, and perhaps using your left elbow to press your left thigh away from the body. You notice the difference between the sides, but there's no judgment. You don't have any expectations on yourself. Allow the breath to move through and around you, feeling that depth. starting to let both feet come back down to the ground. Do a nice little windshield wiper wash of the leg. Beautiful. And then coming up to happy baby, hands to the outer edges of the feet, bend the knees, thighs can come down, feet press apart. Great modification for this could be grabbing the ankles or the big toes and utilizing a strap, or taking the hands under the knee creases, bending the knees, and kind of just letting the heels fall towards the backs of the thighs. The action I'm making is I'm drawing my legs in and drawing the knees apart, keeping the feet flexed. I can do that same action also just with my hands just below the knee creases. If you can't, or you don't find comfort or ease in grabbing the outer edges of the feet. I'm going to be in this one for just about 2 minutes. Taking in the stillness, letting the low back melt, and clenching the jaw. Oftentimes we want to rock the baby back and forth, but notice what you actually feel and experience when you're still. What can you take in? Slowly release the feet up to the sky and just roll out the wrists and ankles. Maybe even give it a little shake. And hugging the knees in, draw your nose up to your knees. And then finding your way into Savasana. Take the arms and legs open nice and wide. You can use any props. Get comfortable and cozy. Let yourself rest. You've done the work. You've held the postures. You've found that stillness. And the stillness carries over here, but there's also a sense of ease and grace as you just let go and let yourself rest. Each breath in is nurturing. Each breath out is soft. An opportunity to let go of anything that you do not need. Breathing in space, love, abundance. Exhale, continuing that softening, letting go, melting a little bit more and more. but just kind of feeling your essence come back into your body. Feel the belly rise and fall. Bring each finger to touch the thumbs. Wiggle the toes. Offer a full stretch. Arms reach back, legs forwards. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. Rolling over to the side of your choice. Hug everything in. And then come all the way up to seated. Hands float to your hearts. Thanking yourself for the time, the effort, and energy of this practice. Thank yourself for slowing down and moving inwards. Taking the lessons and the learnings from today with you as you continue just in your day-to-day. Knowing the lessons we learn on the mat are definitely ones that we can always take with us outside of this space as well. So come back to your stillness, the breath, anytime you need. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.